for something to attack, or something to protect. What is on your... Material full of potential.
Focus on my voice, Elador! Elador. Rest now.
Careful, Daedra. We must reach the library in the southern section of the complex. The lodge.
Let us fight!
This tunnel was not here before. What have the Daedra done? The lodge was...
Let us fight! Ah, my tummy. Dagna exavija. Let us... That lock did not stand a chance. It is over? Watch over you.
That door leads to the library, but it appears locked. They kept a key in the study hall to the north. There, down below. Tendencie the librarian. This way. With all the Daedra, I did not expect to find Tendencie still here. Perhaps...
Stay back, Daedra. I will not warn you again. Oh, Jeetra. What are you doing here?
We need your help. Go on, Mainlander. Tell her what we seek.
I am glad to see Jeetra alive after all the recent troubles. We have collaborated before, but it has been some time. And as I'm sure you noticed, the Lodge is not safe. What brings you here? A dark and dangerous subject, I fear. We keep books of that sort hidden. You could search these shelves for years to no avail. We do not want to tempt anyone to repeat the mistakes of the past. What exactly do you hope to find? Ah, searching for solutions to our current predicament, no doubt. You may be onto something. It is true that the Stone Nest repelled the first Corellania expedition to Eastern Solstice. But do any of their ancient colossals remain intact? Very well. Allowing outsiders to have a look at the restricted parts of our collection is rather against the rules. But under these circumstances, I think it would be warranted. One moment. I need to refer to our catalog. Yes. These may be of help to you. There. I summoned the volumes that should contain the information you seek.
Orlamar took the eyes from the sacred statues and displayed them at his manor. The brazen thief. The old Corellanias tried to claim Mornaril, but my ancestors used the Vaskrona to stop them. Let us discuss the contents of these tomes, Mainlander.
It never occurred to me that the seeds of our current troubles may have been sown so long ago. Perhaps Jitra, or one of her people, can help you place those old records in their proper context.
Strange to see my people's legends confirmed in these ancient Corellanian writings. But I am not sure how it helps us make use of the Vaskrona Colossals. I thought that phrase was unusual. I assumed it was some sort of metaphor. You suggest that the ancient Vaskrona once had literal eyes. The dormant colossals at Mornaril have empty sockets, but no eyes. So, you could be onto something. The Stone Nest people remember Kinlord Orlamar as a difficult neighbor. Under his reign, Sunport expanded into Eastern Solstice. I am not surprised he hoarded our sacred relics in the vaults beneath Vaidenhill. They may still be there. By a lake to the north. Here. Vaidenhill is a ruin now, but there are stories about treasures hidden below the old house, and deadly traps. Let us hope only some of those tales are true. I will meet you there.
Good hunting to all of you. Hopefully you can put a stop to all this chaos.
You brought hope. to the Grey Mire, there is so little for my people. Thank you.
Until you rise again.
Focus on my voice, Elador! Elador. Rest now.
Another find for your deep pockets. Fair potential for fine adornments.
trap door. Let us descend and see if it leads to the Kinlord's vault.
An inspired find, Tamid. A fight, is it?
What became of us? When first we came to this land, we tamed the wilds with sword and spell.
A Coralania ghost, trapped by its own regrets. I wonder what it sees in those ancient murals. There is no telling what horror. I think this is the vault. Now, how do we open it? Interesting. These symbols correspond with the figures the ghost was looking at. It is working. Try another pedestal. That did it. The ward protecting the door is gone. Look around. If the eyes of the Colossal are here, we must find them. Coralanias of old. They had no use for a thing, yet they kept it anyway. Look for a display, perhaps. You found the eyes. Good. May I see them? Interesting. To hold in my hands a legend out of time. Take the eyes of the Colossal to the Fellowship camp. I will go to Basking Stone Refuge and summon Elder Zonasa. We will need him for what comes next. How should I know? I am not an elder. Waking of Oskrona could be the easy part. What if they cannot tell the difference between the Corpse Stealers and the Sturk Fellowship? You are all strangers to them. Zonasa can help us with that. I hope. Optimism is not in my nature, but I agree. Now that Elder Zonasa has had some time to think, he may remember more. If we put these eyes in his hands, I believe the answer we need will come to him. I will see you at the camp.
Tired of walking? Very well. A useful find. Another find for your deep pockets.
Comrade, a Stone Nest Elder waits to speak with you.
Chitra told me of your adventures in retrieving the eyes of the Colossal. But I am even more impressed by this alliance you have built. My days as a warrior are long past, but I will help if I can. Do you have the sacred eyes? These are the eyes. Our tales speak of the Voskrona Colossals and their eyes, but no one knew exactly what our ancestors meant. These crystals are a promise, a sign that the long vigil was not in vain. You found documents as well? Let me see. As I thought, if there is a ritual, it was lost to time, yet that does not mean you have failed. We may not remember the ritual, but the stone does not forget. I can speak to a Colossal, remind it of its purpose. By itself, no. But with the sacred eyes you've brought me, we can take control of a Voskrona Colossal. Guide it. If you go into Mornoril, you can do so with a powerful ally at your command. Speak with your fellows. I must prepare.
Come, comrade. Let us discuss what you have learned. Razumdar showed me the Argonian statues in the outskirts of Mornaril. They tell a tale of ancient battle, and hint at a weakness in the worm cult's defenses. Did I hear Elder Sonasa say we can bring one to life? The ancient Argonians who made those statues came up with a simple answer to the problem of foes armed with death magic. Stone warriors have no lives that can be stolen. There must be a way to use this to our... Or march right up to the flayers and smash them. The worm cult would never expect it. Now, how best to spring the surprise? I have it. Your Colossal shall clear the path for our soldiers. This is how we storm Manamarco's lair. No one alive can get close enough to destroy the Soul Flayers. But a giant walking statue, that is another matter. I knew I could count on you to find a way to defeat the Worm Cult's defenses. I am in your debt, my friend. Here. Look south, comrade. There stands the Worm Cult's fortress, Mornaril. It falls upon us to storm its defenses and defeat Manamarco to end the threat of the Worm Cult. The only thing standing in our way are those damnable Soul Flayers. The Soul Flayers generate death fields, emanations of necrotic energy that kill any living thing that attempts to approach Mornaril. But the Vasgrona Colossals are stone automatons that negate necrotic energy, opening the temple to a full assault. Yes, with the eyes of the Colossal you recovered. I want you to help him with a ritual to restore a Colossal while I send for the rest of the Fellowship's forces. We need that stone statue to clear a path through the flayers. Can I count on you? Elder Sonasa selected a Colossal for our purposes. It's just beyond an old break in the wall near Mornaril's main gate. Check in with the other champions, then go assist the Elder with whatever he requires. Good luck, comrade.
What the tusk are we waiting for, pal? I'm not built for sitting around camp. Gives me hives. As far as I'm concerned, the sooner we start the attack, the better. I ain't seen a battle like this since we took on Molag Bal in Cold Harbor. Lost a lot of good people there. Here, too. It's this damned necromancy. I'll test my steel in a fair fight against anybody. But the Worm Cult? They come after your soul. You got a way of seeing things simply, pal. You're right. The Worm Cult ain't expecting us to just stroll past their Soul Flayers, are they? Bet they don't have much of a contingency plan. Thanks. I feel better. Still want to get started, though.
Ah, friend. We have crossed many streams together since we first met. Yet I think this is the moment when all those waters finally converge into a mighty river. Everything that has happened has brought us to this place and time. I have been ready longer than you might think. After our first great victory in Cold Harbor, I told myself I would not have to face such tribulation again. But I never slept well. I kept my staff close because I knew we were not done. And for that, I am grateful. I might be the only one here who feels this way, but I am relieved to be here. It feels good to face it all again. The worm cult, the plane meld, even Mana Marco. I am ready to finish this at last.
Now is not the time for discussion. Concentrate on what's important. Certainly. We have Soulflayer death fields and stone statues to negate them. But how do we make use of that fact? Then there's the other problem. Gabrielle sacrificed herself to bring Darien to us. But then Mana Marco stole his light. Perplexing. When Mana Marco returned from the Writhing Wall, he was rather smug about stealing Darien's light. Wanted to let me know he was winning. But he can't wield it himself, so why does he want it? I have a feeling we need to figure that out quickly. I do not like to answer such broad questions with a simple yes or no. First off, I am not Meridia. Her powers are not mine to bestow. But power can be transferred from one receptacle to another. The light of Meridia should be no different. They have a shackle over there, and the light of Meridia has certainly worked on those twice already here in Solstice. Mana Marco is powerful, yes, but even he has his limits. I think we'll find a use for it. Oh, the eyes are important, but they're merely a focus. An old and powerful spirit is bound in each one of those great stone statues. That's the real enchantment, my friend. I hope I can persuade the Elder to let me help figure it all out. Rousing of Oskrona Colossal is more a conversation than a ritual. Sonasa knows how to speak with stone. I do not. But I can add embellishments. Arm our statue ally with powers the ancient Argonians didn't think of, perhaps. We shall see. When Mana Marco returned from the Writhing Wall, he was rather smug about stealing Darien's light. Wanted to let me know he was winning. But he can't wield it himself, so why does he want it? I have a feeling we need to figure that out quickly.
Elder Sonasa will meet you in the temple. And do not worry. I will join you in there as well. I owe the corpse stealers for my village, for my egg sister. Some, but the Stone Nest do not have many warriors. And who can say what we will encounter inside those walls? I am prepared to do whatever is required of me, Mainlander. The Death Dancers have business with the corpse stealers this day. I sent word to all the Death Dancers, both the Stone Nest and the Tideborn. There are not as many of us as once protected this island, but a single Death Dancer can end a battle. 4 or 5 of us, perhaps we can end a war.
Hey friend, here we are, about to storm another fortress of ultimate evil. Wouldn't it be nice if just once the bad guys were lurking in a tavern that served passable ale, or maybe the back room of a good bakery? I miss a decent loaf of bread. As ready as I can be. My body feels as strong as ever, but I know something's missing. Guess I thought Vanas would have a remedy when we got him back. We sure could use Meridia's Golden Knight, couldn't we? I guess plain old me will just have to do. It's kind of you to say so, friend. Maybe I'm not the Darien you expected, but I promise I'll do my best. Never back down from a fight yet, and I don't plan to start now. Thank you for believing in me, by the way. I won't forget it.
Raz thinks he would like to see these large statues come to life. It would be strange and a bit scary, but also exciting, yes? So what do you wait for, Five Claw? Go wake up a statue. No doubt the cultists look out from their battlements and see our army gathering here. But they place too much faith in their necromancy and their horrible devices. They do not know the value of courage, determination, loyalty. Not at all. We few stand against the terrible darkness, yes? But think of the stories that will be written about today. Raz looks forward to retelling them over a drink with you, Five Claw. Either in this world, or in the sands behind the stars.
Move out, comrades, and send word for the rest of the army to mobilize. This day, the Worm Cult falls!
For the Stark Fellowship! Huzzah!
Last one through the necrotic death fields is the Skeever's uncle.
Good find, Tamid.